Hello everyone, GenmaTheSamurai here, and Happy New Year's! Yep, I'm sure you guys also noticed, I have a new webcam. I want to take the time really quick to thank my friend Snivy, who got me this for my birthday. Seriously, you're the best, dude. Anyways, regardless, I wanted to get into this video and just get a few things out of the way. First things first, I want to thank all of you guys who tuned into my birthday stream. It was kind of a mess in a lot of ways because internet and other things that just were going wrong, but for those of you who tuned in, thank you so much, and for those of you who were in my Discord server, it was a really fun time, and I'm seriously so happy. I had a really fun time. Regardless, I also want to let you guys know, of course, that I have a Discord server, as I just mentioned. So if you guys want to join, you can go down there, and it's where I give a lot of my updates. Every once in a while, I hang out with people, but it's not like a super common occurrence, especially once school gets going. But generally, everyone there is very friendly, and you can have a nice chat with everyone, so hope to see you guys there. But alright, I wanted to announce really quick that I'm going to be doing another Q&A video. It has been a very long time. But yeah, it has been a very long time. So, because of that, I hope to answer some questions. You can leave some comments down below with your questions. Try and only ask one, though, because I feel we're gonna have a few more people this time, and I don't want it to be a super long video, so just kind of ask one. And if you have multiple questions, you could ask a bunch, I guess, and I'll pick one, but try and keep it one. That way you can keep it nice and concise and all that fun stuff. But regardless, I'm actually going to transition into the normal kind of New Year's stuff, talk about this last year, and what I hope for this next year, and all that fun stuff. So I'm probably going to transition into some games I actually got recently as presents, so you guys can see all that going on. So I will transition right about now. Alright, so I just wanted to give a really quick recap as to everything that has happened this year, and I'm probably going to begin with, well, let's start with my current living situation. So when the year started, we had started the move, and I had just started living up here in Oregon. So I've been staying with family for this whole year. Unfortunately, the house down in California has actually still not sold, so because of that, we've been paying monthly on that, and it's been very stressful, but more on that towards the end of this timeline. So at this point, I was staying at my aunt's, and I was basically wanting to play another tactical RPG since I had just finished Fire Emblem, and I went and tried out Shining Force 1 and then moved on to Shining Force 2, and I really liked it, so I wanted to try out Shining Force 3. And after looking up some gameplay and seeing how much it looked like Golden Sun, I decided, like, oh, I could do this for the channel, why not? I thought it was going to be a very short game. I did not expect it to be as long as it was. This entire thing took around a year, and I'm sure some of you guys were very curious as to why, and why it's been taking so long, and I apologize about that. But regardless, it was actually worth doing in a lot of ways, though, I feel. At first, I wasn't really sure how many views I was going to get, because I knew it was kind of niche. Thankfully, I did realize, like, oh, I was like the only blind Let's Play, and I got people coming in and commenting, and it was actually very fun just seeing how everyone reacted to my playthrough, and it has been a very fun experience, and I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. I haven't been the best at following all of your advice for obvious reasons. I had to binge it between classes, which is going to be the next thing I'm going to be talking about. So before this year, I had taken classes, but I wasn't taking it super seriously, so I'm actually trying to get a degree this time, and I'm really focusing in, and so because of that, I haven't had as much free time as I used to, especially in this last term where I was also working on top of it. So in between all of that, I've been really busy this year. So if you guys are wondering why I would be binging Shining Force within a set period of time instead of gradually, recording, getting advice, and all of that stuff, it's all time management, because then all I have to worry about is editing the videos and uploading it. Looking back on the series, though, if I have major regrets about it, I wish I had better edits. And what I mean by that is, in a lot of my playthroughs, I've been kind of creative, and I try and come up with, like, little funny moments and all of that. But between the game taking itself a little more seriously, and also the fact that the game itself also has, it just goes on for so long with really long fights, I was having a hard time coming up with a bunch of jokes, especially after playing the game for as long as I have. Like, Christ, this is hopefully going to be the longest a single playthrough is ever going to be, because, man, this was, like, approaching, like, 200 videos collectively if you count Holy Ark. Like, it's been insane. Even still, I've had a lot of fun going back and experiencing this, especially as, like, a Fire Emblem and Golden Sun fan. And again, I also want to say, like, I constantly, like, compare it all the time, and that's just, like, my point of reference in terms of trying to figure out, like, proper criticisms for some of this stuff. At the same time, it's kind of like, it's like a time capsule for me, where I go back and I look at, like, oh, this is what this game is, and I try to understand, like, how it came to be, and all that kind of stuff, and I try to look at it fairly, and it's very fun. And honestly, I think Shining Force 3 is really high up there on my list of, overall on games that I like. I don't know where it would be if I were to put it in my top 10. It probably would be, like, I think I could put it in there. I don't know if it'd be as high as some others. So anyways, yeah, so all of that's been going on, and in terms of our financial situation, though, it hasn't exactly been the best. We've been surviving, but I will say our supplies have been going down and down and down and down, and we've been waiting for the house to sell, but it hasn't, and it's just been this perplexing situation, because it should have by now. It's been up on the market for, I think, like, at this point, like, at least a year, and it still hasn't sold, so we don't know what the deal is, and we've been doing a pretty good job of taking care of it and replacing things, and it still hasn't happened, and yeah, we don't know what the deal is. So, I don't know, guys, if you could just, like, pray about it or something, it would really help out, because that's the main reason I don't have a new house to myself yet, and it sucks, because I have all sorts of new things I would love to put up and just have there. Like, okay, for example, and I'll probably talk about this in a second, but I have a new favorite game that is kind of smack dab in the middle of my top 10 favorite game list that actually came out this year, and I didn't really get to talk about it because I've been so busy, but it's this game called Crosscode. I love it. It is like Zelda meets Secret of Mana. It is so sick. I probably cut to... Yeah, you guys see this happening right now, right? But yeah, I have this, like, soundtrack CD, and I would love to hang this up, like on a shelf, just kind of put it up on this other thing. I mean, it's not like I can really listen to it like this very often. Like, my laptop here doesn't even have a CD drive, which is unfortunate. But yeah, no, this game is sick. I love it. You can get it on Steam for like $20. Just play it, okay? It's really good. Also, my friend Snivy is doing a Let's Play of it right now. He has been sitting at 400 subs for a while, so if you guys could go over there, check it out, show him some support, it would really mean a lot both to me and to him, so go check it out. It is a really sweet game. Yeah, it's been a really interesting year. A lot of good things have happened, but it's also been kind of a state of limbo. I've reached a point, though, personally, where it could be a lot worse. Yes, some things do suck. Like, I miss not having a proper house to myself, but we have been able to stay with family members, and all things considered, it could be a lot worse. But regardless, I do hope to actually move out on my own. I have a game that I actually want to create now. One thing that happened this year, and I was very proud of, was for my intro to programming class, I got to create a I'm trying to think of how to phrase this, but a proof of concept, you could say, for a style game I would like to make in the future. I made a little video about it, so maybe I'll have like a little clip here. It was very fun to make, and I really hope to make a full game with that implemented and having puzzle solving and all that kind of stuff down the line, but I need to learn how to do it first, and just wanted to let you guys know about that. So, anyways, with that out of the way, what I hope to do in this next year is just get as much college as I can done, and with that in mind, I'm probably going to have to change the structure in which I handle the channel. I'm thinking of doing more smaller videos and not so much long-form Let's Plays, because that's going to be a little hard to manage, especially over long periods of time, and I would want to do stuff where I can actively improve like my content, and I would like to do stuff where I could give more like active criticism for things and improve how I look at certain things critically. Maybe not necessarily like reviews, but like things where I could talk about like a game and why I think it's cool and all these other things, and really look into like game design and all that kind of stuff, but probably not like long form analysis, because I know not everyone's interested in that. I don't know, I think that stuff could be really fun. If you guys would be interested in seeing stuff like that, you could let me know. Regardless, that's the kind of thing I hope to do this next year, and overall, I've had a really, it's been an interesting time, but either way, I'm gonna be, well, okay, I think it's about time I start cutting it short, because this video is over 10 minutes. So anyway, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning into this. It's been an interesting year, and I'm really curious where it's gonna go from here. Seriously, thank you so much to everyone who's helped support me over this last year, whether it be through Patreon, through donations, or just giving me gifts for my birthday, or just hanging out with me when I've had a bad day. Some of my best friends, like, thank you guys so much. It has been a crazy, crazy, crazy year, and I don't know where I'd be without you guys. I really don't. It's, yeah. Either way, I need to cut this short, so thank you guys for tuning in. Leave comments down below for the proper Q&A video, and I will try and answer all of them in hopefully an entertaining fashion. But anyways, I'll see you guys later. Bye!